fly solo from Hawaii to California, the first to fly solo nonstop from California to Mexico City, and the first to fly solo nonstop from Mexico City to New Jersey. 1937. Begins an around-the-world flight on May 21. Disappears on July 2.
Still awake? Great! Okay, let's get to the good stuff. The stuff your teacher doesn't even know about Amelia Earhart.
Chapter 2. Worm Races and Imaginary Monsters.
Hey, Paige, I bet you don't know why her parents named her Amelia.
I bet I do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway. Her grandmother's name was Amelia, and it was a family tradition to name babies after their grandparents.
I knew that. Her little sister Muriel couldn't say Amelia, so she called her Mealy. Amelia called Muriel Pidge and sometimes Snappy. Do you know what Amelia and Muriel used to do for fun?
Ride bikes? Play with dolls? Bake cookies?
They held worm races.
Wow, that must have been seriously boring. I'm glad the internet was invented by the time we were born.
In those days, kids had to use their imaginations. There were a bunch of other girls in the neighborhood, and Amelia was their ringleader. The girls would go into a barn with a carriage in it and play a game they called bogey.
How do you play that?
They would pretend the carriage was a magical chariot that could go all over the world. They'd have imaginary adventures where they got attacked by giant spiders, snakes, witches, ghosts, and hairy men. When they had an adventure in Africa, they would pretend the carriage was an elephant or a camel.
That sounds cool.
Amelia had a wild imagination. She had imaginary friends named Laura and Ringa and imaginary creatures called DJs. When her parents caught her misbehaving, she would blame it on the DJs. The Earhart sisters also had imaginary horses named Beelzebub and Saladin.
Amelia loved books even before she knew how to read. Her mother would read to her as long as she was drinking a glass of milk. So Amelia would drink the milk very slowly and make a glass last an hour to keep her mother reading.
I used to do that with Mom and Dad.
She also loved poetry, and she could recite parts of Alice in Wonderland by heart. Here's a poem she wrote when she was a kid.
I watch the birds flying all day long, and I want to fly too. Don't they look down sometimes? I wonder, and wish they were me.
Amelia loved animals.
Amelia and Muriel had a gray cat named Von Soul and a big black dog named James Ferocious. Amelia collected spiders, moths, katydids, and toads. The sisters also had wooden animals. Amelia had a donkey named Donk, and her sister had Ellie the elephant. Later in life, Amelia had canaries.
She wouldn't hurt a fly. I'm not kidding. She would actually catch flies and set them free outside.
When she became a grown-up, if Amelia was driving somewhere and saw an injured animal at the side of the road, she would bring the animal to the next town and try to find someone to take care of it.
One time, Amelia found the bones of 3 cows that died in a blizzard. She spent hours trying to combine them into one complete cow skeleton. People started calling her Dr. Bones.
Can you name 3 animals Amelia didn't like?
Rats?
That's one. One Christmas, her father gave her a .22 rifle. She used it to shoot rats. But she also hated snakes because she thought they hurt horses. And she didn't like chickens either. A neighbor's chickens were ruining her flower garden, so she built a chicken trap out of an orange crate to stop them.
Daredevil. Amelia Earhart was a daredevil.
No surprise there.
I mean, even as a kid, she did dangerous stuff. When she was 7, Amelia got a sled for Christmas. There was a big hill near her grandparents' house, so she went up to the top of the hill and jumped on the sled.